of the freeway, use Bellflower, Clark, or Lakewood, and east of the freeway, Pioneer, Norwalk, or even Valley View.
And Mike, you rejoin at Wardrow, correct? Or Spring, you get back on.
What did it say again, please?
You get back on South 605 at Wardlow or Spring, correct?
You'll have to get on at Spring or all the way down at, not PC Beach, but over here at Catella to get back into Seal Beach.
All right, so that's the deal there. We got a huge parking lot on the South 605, huge parking lot on 710 is the alternate, another parking lot on the South 5, coming out of East Los Angeles all the way into Plano Park, but the problem is on the northbound 5 over at all the Jeff Bond Air 1070.
I'll start with an alternative on this one. Now, if you're leaving Plano Park, La Mirada, Fullerton, any of those places, you can get on the north 5 at Valley View, you're all set. And I'm watching people use Firestone Boulevard. It's kind of a frontage road at this point to do that. But north before Valley View, half of the freeway is shut down. 2 right closed, overturned set of doubles with another fuel spill, and the back up through the 91. Now, using the West 91 was good. Now it's getting slow from Beach Boulevard over to the 605.
And Southern Orange County, we haven't forgotten about you. Katie called it southbound side of the 5 at Lake Forest. Carpool lane is blocked with a backup to the El Toro Y, but I got to tell you, the 405 South is actually heavy from the 55 at Stater Brothers Supermarket. They know you're looking for incredible quality and savings this week. Get bigger savings when you mix and match all wine, all champagne, and all sizes. Save 40% when you buy 6 or more. Stater Brothers, where you always get more for less. Traffic and weather together on the 5s. Our next report at 8:35 from your Southern California traffic leader, KNX 1070 at CBSLA.com.
The forecast today, Josh Rubenstein at CBS2 says temps are going to be somewhere into the 70s during the later hours. We're taking a hard time getting there. It's only 48 degrees right now. Downtown Los Angeles, pretty much in the 70s again tomorrow under sunny skies. As I said, downtown is 48. Chatsworth is in at 50 right now, and in Southgate presently, it's 52 degrees. This segment of the news being brought to you by System Pavers.
Are you ready for a spring fling? Well, timing is everything. How many times have you wanted people over for a celebration or a gathering, but you were simply embarrassed by your backyard? It was the barbecue or party that just didn't happen. That's a shame, and now is the time to fix it. This spring, System Pavers is offering 15% off plus an instant cash credit for your old, ugly, recycled concrete. Whether it's a new driveway, patio, barbecue island, fire pit, turf, or even outdoor lighting, you can have it all. And within days. Now's the time to start creating your future memories. Just like spring, though, this offer will go away. So call 877-PAVE-002. Take 15% off plus an instant cash credit for your old recycled concrete. No more excuses. Call System Pavers today, 877-PAVE-002, 877-PAVE-002, or SystemPavers.com.
System Pavers, contractor license 661575.
This offer only happens every 6 months. This is a semi-annual KNX offer that happens only every 6 months. Only for KNX listeners from Dr. Charles Manger at Saddleback Eye Center. I'll give you a certificate for up to $1,400 off WOW LASIK. I can give away only 8 $1,400 discount certificates to 8 KNX listeners who schedule a free LASIK exam. And you only get this deal every 6 months. If you don't call now, you have to wait. If you're tired of hearing your eye doctor tell you LASIK won't work for you, you need to see Dr. Manger. For years, eye doctors told me I couldn't have LASIK, and they were all wrong. Whether you're farsighted, nearsighted, you have astigmatism, you just wear reading glasses, Dr. Manger can help you. I'll give you a certificate, up to $1,400 off WOW LASIK. I can only give out 8 certificates to 8 KNX listeners now. Call 866-755-4444. 866-755-4444. 866-755-4444.
When you need appliance repair, use myapplianceservice.com. They offer same-day service and 5-year extended parts warranty. Don't buy a new appliance until you've seen the experts at myapplianceservice.com. For the best price and right service, you can count on myapplianceservice.com.
When the News Watch never stops, always live and local. This is KNX 1070 News Radio.
Good morning, I'm Dick Hope.
And I'm Vicki Moore. Some of our top stories.
Looks like we might be getting close to an opening of the 605 in Lakewood.
And protests getting underway in South Carolina over a police shooting.
It is Wednesday, April 8th. Here's what's happening now at 8:30.
Anytime now, could see a lane or two open on the South 605 in Lakewood after being closed. The whole freeway shut down for hours. Get the latest live from the scene. Team coverage starting with KNX 1070's Pete Demetrio.
As of right now, the 605 southbound here at Carson has been shut down for 11 hours. It was 9:30 last night when that SUV slammed into a gasoline tanker truck, causing it to flip and gas all over the freeway. They've managed to clean up the foam and the gas and everything else from 2 of the lanes, the HOV and number 1 lane. and they've now coned off that particular area. They've been doing that over the last 20 to 30 minutes. Within a couple of minutes, you're going to actually have cars, a convoy led by CHP officers, that will move slowly southbound, HOV and lane 1, getting lanes 2, 3, 4, and 5 cleaned off. That's still going to take a while. It may be noon before they get all of these lanes completely done. And of course, the hazmat mitigation underneath in the storm drains and everything else continues to go on. For a look at how to get around here, even after they reopen the lanes, let's go to Jennifer York at the traffic center.
Well, none of the alternates are looking that good. We've had Mike Baez over at Mike and Air 1070. Mike.
Yeah, it's a mess here still, and will continue even once they get that carpool and that left lane open, because it's very heavy through here. 605 southbound, of course, we had another problem by the 60, and once you get beyond that, it's actually a pretty good shape to the 105. That's where you hit all the heavy traffic and need to get off the freeway. Use surface streets to get around this into Long Beach and Seal Beach. Over Lakewood, Mike Baez, KNX 1070 News Radio.
Metrolink fixing and reopening the tracks in Orange County, where a freighter derailed last night. They're now working on getting Orange County and Inland Empire trains back on schedule. They had some pretty lengthy delays today.
No justice! No peace! No racist! No peace!
Protesters gathering outside City Hall in North Charleston, South Carolina, where a white policeman has been charged with murdering an unarmed black man, shooting him 8 times in the back as the guy ran away.
If it had not been caught on this film, it would have been another justified dead black man.
People across the country now expressing outrage. The victim's father told the Today Show that it looked as if the officer was trying to kill a deer running through the woods.
When I saw it, I fell on my feet, and my heart was broken. And I said, oh, no, it can't be.
Said his son was probably running because he owed child support, didn't want to go back to jail. The FBI and the Justice Department Civil Rights Division now investigating.
The jury back at work this morning in the Boston Marathon trial. The jury with its second day after the judge answered a couple of questions he asked about some of the charges against Dzhokhar Tsarnaev. Now, his attorney has admitted that his client did take part in the 2013 attack, but that he wasn't the mastermind. All of this is to try to keep him from getting the death penalty.
U.S. soldier has been killed. This is an insider attack in eastern Afghanistan.
An Afghan official says an Afghan soldier opened fire on U.S. troops as they were leaving the compound. They fired back, killing him and wounding another.
Second insider attack this year. In January, an Afghan soldier killed 3 American contractors.
Your insurance company might have a drone. Let's go live to Frank Motak.
Insurance giant American International Group AIG has just announced the FAA has approved the company's request to operate small drones to conduct inspections for risk assessment and damage assessment in dangerous or inaccessible disaster areas. The company believes drones can help consumers prepare for and rebuild after a catastrophic event. AIG isn't the only insurer thinking about this. Allstate says it's studying whether aerial drones with an eye on the sky can help insurers process claims in the field. Reporting live, Frank Motak, KNX 1070 News Radio.
Pay your taxes yet? Just a week to go, and the IRS, guess what, is getting poor marks. Imagine that for customer service.
I remain deeply concerned about... Commissioner John Koskinen warned Congress in February repeated cuts to the IRS budget would impact customer service.
Welcome to the Internal Revenue Service.
The Washington Post reports this year more than 5 million callers have had questions
no longer answered by an IRS representative.
They're politely directed to try the website.
Thank you for calling the Internal Revenue Service.
It's not much better at IRS offices, where by midday, many in line are told to come back tomorrow. Stephen Portnoy, CBS News, Washington.
I keep waiting for one of those when you call somebody like a government agency, and what you get on the other end of the phone is, what?
What do you need?
What do you need?
We're busy
What?
here. We got problems, big problems this morning. On the 5, Buena Park, I got a problem there, and also this 605 is a nightmare.
Traffic and weather together on the 5 Jen.
Dick, I love that. We got to laugh, because this stuff is driving people crazy. I've had so many phone calls. People are just pulling their hair out this morning. Let's go to Mike Baez, who's been flying over the 605 and Air 1070.
A couple of things. The big one, of course, the Fields building you've been hearing all morning. 605 southbound at Carson has the entire southbound 605 shut down. All freeway traffic being taken off at Delamo. Now, we've heard from our Pete Demetrio on the ground here that at some point they will start to open up the carpool and the left lane. And it looks like right now that may be starting. I've got CHP here in a staging area just north of Del Amo, and it looks like they're just about ready with an escort here from the Caltrans people to open up that left lane. It's backed up right now pretty solid all the way from almost the 105 freeway.
That is fantastic news. I tell you, the alternate's not good. South 710 has just been miserable coming down from the 60 freeway. Woodruff, Bellflower, Palo Verde, all those are looking pretty good as alternates to get them back on the 605 at Spring Street or Catella. But maybe now you want to stick with the 605. Well, listen in, and we'll have an update in just a few more minutes, especially if they do open those lanes. Let's go to Jeff Bach, who's flying over the other signal involving a fuel spill and a jackknife rig.
Not quite as bad as all that, what you just heard there, but bad enough. That first, if you're leaving Fullerton and Brighton Park, if you can get on the North 5 at Valley View, that's a very good thing to do. Before the two right lanes are closed, now the fuel spill is backed up pretty much to the 91. I'm watching people using Firestone as a frontage road to get on Valley View. That works. West 91, it got used up pretty quick now. It's so from before Beach going over to the 605.
And the problem with all that is the southbound 5 has been greatly affected by it. It's just backed up from the 710 all the way down, and that's all because of looky-loo slowing. The problem on the northbound 5. I want to continue into Orange County, southbound side of the 5 at Lake Forest. We've had the carpool lane block. It's backed up quite extensively to the El Toro Y, but it's also affecting your South 405 heading down towards the El Toro Y. That is slow from the 55. Traffic and weather together on the 5. Our next report at 8:45 from your Southern California traffic leader, KNX 1070 at CBSLA.com.
Hello, everybody. I'm CBS 2 Chief Meteorologist Josh Rubenstein. Here's a look at your forecast. So today, we're going to look at temperatures getting into the 60s. The rain we had yesterday cleared out. We'll see plenty of sunshine. We are running a little bit below average for this time of year. We're going to keep it that way all the way through Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. By the weekend, though, we will warm up on Sunday, 74 to 75 degrees downtown, so that's something to look forward to. Let's look at your forecast. I'm CBS 2 Chief Meteorologist Josh Rubenstein for KNX 1070 News Radio.
Breaking news now on KNX 1070 News Radio.
Mike Baez overhead at 605. Lane reopening.
Yes, it is happening now. 605 southbound. CHP is slowly, along with Caltrans, escorting the first wave of people through this area here where we had the freeway spill closed because of this fuel spill that happened that last night and into early this morning. Now, it's only going to be the carpool in the left lane. You got to be careful. It will have a bottleneck effect, but it is now starting to move very slowly on the 605. Over Lakewood, Mike Baez, KNX 1070 News Radio.
That's one breaking story. We got another one coming out of Louisiana. Robert Durst, the guy from HBO's The Jinx, has been indicted by a Louisiana grand jury this morning on 2 gun charges. What that does is put the extradition to Los Angeles on indefinite hold. More on that coming up in minutes. Frank's got your money news next. KNX News Time, 8:38.
Mount St. Mary's University now offers a new degree in Health Policy and Management. The new Health Policy and Management degree at Mount St. Mary's is a 2-year evening program designed for health leaders, managers, and policymakers who will champion effective health policies, promote successful care systems, and guide positive health changes in their communities. Learn more about Mount St. Mary's Health Policy and Management program at their next info session on Wednesday, April 22nd. Register at msmu.edu/graduate.
So what if someone owned your GM vehicle before you did? It may be pre-owned, but it's got the same stuff it came with, like OnStar. Yep, that service that sends help in a crash, runs diagnostic checks, and gives you roadside assistance. Just push the blue OnStar button and ask for 3 months on us. A free trial offer, good on any 06 or newer OnStar inactive GM model. If you don't want it after that, just say so. Visit OnStar.com for coverage map, offer details, and system limitations.
Downtown LA Motors is celebrating their 45th anniversary with one of their biggest customer appreciation events ever. Coming down to their spectacular state-of-the-art Mercedes-Benz showroom, corner of Figueroa and Washington, just south of Staples Center. First-time Mercedes-Benz customers. See what the Downtown LA Motors buzz is all about. The event you've been waiting for at the dealership everyone's talking about. Downtown LA Motors. Call 1-888-I-LOVE-LA for more details. Experience the Downtown LA Motors difference.
Almost 25% of security breaches are caused by lost or stolen devices. So choosing the right technology partners becomes a critical business decision. When you have Dell Latitude laptops with Intel Core V Pro processors, the most secure commercial PCs on the market, it's a decision that you never have to think twice about. Better technology is better business. Call today to see why millions of small businesses use Dell at 1-877-414-DELL.
Hi, I'm George Foreman. Do you have an idea for a new product or invention? People ask me all the time, George, how do I get my idea in front of companies? How do I get a patent? What do I do next? Do you have the same questions? I'll tell you like I'll tell them all. Call my friends at InventHelp.
Call InventHelp today for free information. InventHelp can submit your invention to companies who are interested in receiving new ideas. Call InventHelp today.
Call 1-800-358-7816. That's 1-800-358-7816. Take a look at your Money News, brought to you by Strategic Tax Lawyers. Here's Frank. Right quick, good news for consumers as the price of oil comes off its high point of the year, tumbling $2 now at 51 and change. Good news at the gas pump with self-serve regular slipping in the last 24 hours to $3.19 on average, now 33 cents a gallon below a month ago. Stock market moving slightly higher as we await the notes from the Fed's last policy study meeting. Right now the Dow is up 35 points, NASDAQ up 36, the S&P 500 up 6. Money News, channel 40 past the hour. Frank Motek, KNX 1070. News right here.
Lakewood and Buena Park, we got you covered next. KNX News Time, 841.
Attention business owners and individuals with tax problems. Listen carefully. If you owe the IRS a small amount of money, you do not need to hire an attorney for help. You can call the IRS yourself and resolve your problem. But if you have a complex tax matter where you owe a large amount of taxes for personal or business, or have several years of unfiled tax returns and have received notices or even a visit from the IRS, you need to hire the absolute best. Call Strategic Tax Lawyers at 877-310-9800. Strategic Tax Lawyers is an experienced tax law firm headquartered in Santa Monica and run by a former IRS tax attorney. Don't get ripped off by tax relief companies that promise the world and deliver nothing. If the law firm can't help, they will at least point you in the right direction. Read their 5-star reviews at mytaxattorney.com. That's mytaxattorney.com. Or call 877-310-9800. 877-310-9800. This message has been brought to you by Attorney Jeffrey Jacobs.
There's no wrong way to celebrate getting a great home loan. High fives, fist bumps, we've seen it all. With Stonegate Direct, celebrate today with a 30-year fixed-rate loan at just 3.625%. That's right, 3.625% for 30 years with no lender or title fees. 3.688% APR. That beats those 15-year loans being advertised that can really increase your monthly payment. Don't get fooled. Rates are low, but won't last forever. And think about what you could do with the monthly savings. At Stonegate Direct, qualified borrowers can refinance or pre-qualify to purchase in just minutes. For details on costs and terms, call toll-free today at 1-844-READY-SET. That's toll-free 1-844-READY-SET. Or visit StonegateDirect.com. Stonegate Direct. Get your loan on. All loans subject to credit approval. Rates and other details refer to conventional loan product only and are subject to change. Stonegate Direct is operated by Stonegate Mortgage Corporation, NMLS number 186732. Not licensed to originate loans in Alaska, Hawaii, Nevada, New York, Utah, and West Virginia. Visit StonegateMTG.com for complete licensing profiles. Equal housing lender.
This Sunday, April 12th, is Rose Bowl Flea Market Sunday, 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. at the Rose Bowl in Pasadena, one of the world's most unusual shopping places. The shopping place at the Stars, featuring over 2,500 vendors, selling new merchandise, antiques, collectibles, arts and crafts, home decorating, vintage clothing, and more. Items for your game room, home theater, or update your decor. The place to find the interesting, the unusual, the bizarre, or the one-of-a-kind. Whether you buy or just browse, come have a great day with the whole family at the biggest outdoor marketplace in the West, the Rose Bowl Flea Market. Miles and miles of treasure hunting. Bring family and tell all your friends. Come early for all the best deals. Special early admission is available. There's free parking and VIP parking. This Sunday from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. Don't miss the Rose Bowl Flea Market at the Rose Bowl in Pasadena. For more information, go to rgcshows.com. Produced by RG Canning Enterprises Shows and Events.
In a park full of pigeons, be the glittery flamingo. Become the proud polka dot in a parade of pinstripes. To stand out brilliantly, create head-turning business cards with Moo.com. Our range of high-quality cards, top-notch paper, and exclusive design templates make it easy to create a business card as memorable as you. For extra wow, try Printfinity, giving you the option to print a different image on every card. Fly free from the pigeons.
Get your season pass. Reduced to child rapists. It's all of those things.
Yeah.
All right, should we play? Here we go. Before you hit it, Tell me what kind of guy Vincent D'Onofrio is and what kind of music you would expect him to do.
I mean, I think Vincent D'Onofrio is such an interesting fellow because he's this mixture of sort of equally very serious and super silly. And those are sometimes the most fun people to hang out with because you kind of never know what's going to come at you next. So
he seems wicked smart to me.
Super, super smart, but like doesn't sort of use that as a weapon or anything. It's just kind of there, and you just sort of know it, and you try to use big words around it. Big words like kinesthetic.
Right. What kind of music do you expect to hear from him? You expect a Broadway show tune here? Country music, rap music? What do you think?
I'm expecting like French, like Parisian coffee house, like finger snapping kind of jazz.
Okay. All right.
Like singing poetry kind of thing.
Okay, you're on the right track.
I am.
There's poetry.
Okay.
Ish. We give you Vincent.
I'm a hamster, not a trapeze artist. I'm not a circus act. I'm a hamster. Am I in any way related to the wheel? I have nothing in common with wheels. Sure, I run on it sometimes, but if I don't, I'll dry on it and try and
devices. When you upgrade to Charter Spectrum, you'll get internet speeds that are 20 times faster than phone company DSL. You'll be able to connect all of your devices without sacrificing internet performance. Now is the time to get rid of frustrating slow internet and get the most out of your devices. Upgrade to Charter Spectrum Internet today for just $29.99 a month for 12 months when bundled. Call 855-419-SAVE and join America's fastest growing TV, internet, and voice company. The number is 855-419-SAVE, 855-419-7283. Restrictions apply. Call for details.
Now trending on KFI, AM 640.
A white police officer has been charged with murder after killing a black man after a traffic stop in South Carolina. Thousands of people have signed petitions calling for the recall of an Orange County judge who reduced a child rapist sentence. Those popular DirecTV commercials with Rob Lowe? Gone. Tune into KFI to hear what was wrong with them.
Stay connected. News on the hour, on the half, and when it breaks. KFI AM 640.
My professor is a healthcare industry leader and my professional advisor.
My professor is a globally published scientist and my research partner.
My professor is a world-renowned physicist and my mentor.
Brilliant faculty, motivating students to aim higher. This is the Chapman University Focus. In a collaborative and innovative learning environment, Chapman University students are exposed to opportunities to grow, discover, and make a real impact. Learn more at chapman.edu/focus.
That signal was here and gone in the City of Industry, southbound side of the 605, just before the 60. Everything's out of lanes, but unfortunately still seeing the brake lights as you're coming out of Irwindale from Arrow Highway. It's not too bad of a drive through Whittier, but then traffic does slow down again from the 105 over towards Carson, where that signal is in full effect, and all lanes remain shut down as they clean up that fuel spill. Eastbound side of the 91, still pretty heavy. Lakewood Boulevard to the 605, and westbound side backing up almost from Beach Boulevard over towards the 605 freeway. And we're taking a look at that jackknife big rig on the 5. First support is brought to you by Mount St. Mary's University. Mount St. Mary's University is the only women's university in Los Angeles. The Mount also offers co-ed, adult, and graduate programs. Learn more at msmu.edu. Mount St. Mary's University, unstoppable. So northbound side of the 5 past Artesia Boulevard, 2 right lanes are blocked off with those delays coming away from Beach Boulevard, and a signal alert on the southbound side of the 5 in South Orange County just before El Toro Road. Carpool and left lane are blocked off. That's jammed coming away from the 133. And that's your traffic from the helpful SoCal Honda Traffic Center. I'm Tony Jordan, 1043 My FM. Hot Hollywood gossip.
Jill has got the gossip. Jill, what's going on?
After Arrested Development had been canceled, Netflix released 15 new episodes, and fans wondered if that would be the last and final season. Well, one of the executive producers of the show just confirmed they're going to do another 17 episodes, and he says, stay tuned. And that's all we know. And remember the movie She's All That from the 90s with Freddie Prinze Jr. and Rachel Lee Cook?
Vaguely. Whatever happened to Freddie Prinze Jr., by the way? What's he doing?
He started working for the WWE for a little while.
Really?
He was writing storylines.
What?
Oh, okay. Well,
he was a great actor.
They're going to do a remake of She's All That with just kind of a more modern day take on it.
Right.
And some fans are really excited about it, and others think you shouldn't mess the classic.
That's
like
always
She's All
the
That.
case. There's some great movie. You don't want people to revisit it. You don't want them to redo it, but yet they do.
That movie drove me crazy. Because she was beautiful to begin with, and they tried to make her look like some dumpy little nerd.
And she still looks great.
No.
Yeah.
Well, somebody actually tweeted Freddie Prinze Jr. when the news broke. And said, Hollywood's running out of ideas, but what's new? And Freddie replied that this makes it tough for writers with original scripts. So,
because they keep going to the remake.
Yeah, and you know, Disney's doing that all now with the live action, like doing the cartoons and making new movies. So there's a lot of remakes coming out. I'm Jill with your hot Hollywood gossip.
Thank you, Jill. Thank you for the gossip.
The eye contact
is it freaking you out?
Yes.
See, I think it's fantastic. I know that some people will be taken aback by eye contact. Hi, Veronica. How are you doing? Our